welcome to the ASMR All-Star Race. Thank you guys for being here. As I've already kind of gave you all the rundown already. We are here for 67 laps. We're going to do a 3-wide salute on the opening lap. We are not taking the green. I'm going to attempt to delay the green so that way we can get single or get double file again. Second lap, we are going to get back in line. And other than that, 100% fuel, 3 quick repairs, unlimited tires, and let's put on a good show tonight. We've got a lot of eyes on us. So other than that, Brian, if you have not figured out yet, I know that you said that you wanted everything to be as normal as possible. But this is not a normal time, man. When you told us the news about Stacy, we as a league, as a family, felt that in our core. What started out as an idea for this all-star race quickly blew up into something extraordinary. We started reaching out to other leagues, other communities, and other families to come show their support for you and Stacy. We have raised awareness as quietly but efficiently as possible to completely keep this a secret from you. We have currently raised over $1,500 and hope that number continues to grow over the next month. What we raise within the next month, my wife Katie and I would love nothing more than to drive down there to you and deliver it in person, because that is what y'all mean to us. You are both loved and not alone in this. If y'all need anything, just ask. We will all try and make it happen. I am so proud to see this iRacing community and beyond become one family for a cause such as this. Now for the drivers, let's put on a show like I know we can. And remember, tonight we are racing for Stacy. And I think Jesse had something to say.
Good evening, everyone with the Burnt Rubber podcast series. I just want to thank you all so much for joining us on this season of ASMR All-Star Race. Tonight is a very special night as the ASMR leagues and Burnt Rubber Media have worked tirelessly over the last week to try to put this thing together. And it's all for one special couple. Brian, you are a valued member of this league. The devastating news of your wife, Stacy, having her cancer return was a shot to the heart for all of us. This event has turned from a simple all-star race to the Racing for Stacy Breast Cancer Awareness All-Star Race. This is now a fundraising event for you and your wife. So to everybody else, race hard, have fun, race clean, and don't forget, we're racing for Stacy. Thank you to everyone for participating, and go show everyone what this league is made of. It's beyond racing. It's a family gathering. Best of luck, and thank you for allowing me to speak tonight, everyone. Now, back to Overstreet.
All right. Now I've got my
before you
up.
continue,
Yeah.
You made me cry, man.
That was my goal. We love you, man. You are a valued member of our league and our family. We love you guys, seriously. And
you guys are amazing. Thank you so much.
No, thank you guys. You guys, always, you guys never hesitate to brighten up our days one way or another. You guys are truly amazing. And also, what I did not mention is, Brian, you are leading us 3 wide on the start. So whenever you guys are ready,
I really don't.
we don't expect nothing, man. Like I said, we came in as a family. This iRacing community is beyond belief when it comes to stuff like this. The unity is just, it's breathtaking. I mean, there's people in here that I have never seen before. There's people in here that I'm sure you haven't seen before. And we've all come as one for you guys. We love you guys. Seriously.
Yeah, I didn't expect it. We really appreciate it. For
Absolutely.
Sure.
And like I said, if you guys ever need anything, I say this because, you know, I'm only 4.5 hours away. As bad as that may sound, you guys need anything, and we will make a trip. And Chris just said he lives in Manitowoc. So if you guys need anything, you let him know as well.
Yeah, I mean, we both, like I said, we like to keep it simple, low key, and it definitely means a lot.
Absolutely. You guys are awesome, and you guys are very brave.
Well, we're going to beat it again, so that's the plan. Or that's not the plan, that's what's going to happen.
Damn
Exactly.
right.
Damn right.
Brian, really fast, I want to say this. I am ever so grateful to have met you, and I want to support you in every way that I possibly can. I mean, you literally bought my car and iRacing Superspeedway for me, and so that I could race with you guys. And it's just, I want to give back, and I want to do whatever I can to help. So you need anything? I may live in Missouri, but I want to help out as much as I can as well.
Yeah, we appreciate it, man. Like I said, we try, you know, we hope to keep everything normal. We're going to beat it again, and we do what we got to do. And this is definitely appreciated, man. I'm going to cry again.
Well, before you do that, let's go ahead and advance this session and get this race going, huh?
Kick the tires and light the fires.
That's right, buddy.
Now
Yeah. Alrighty, everyone, welcome to the Racing for Stacy All-Star Race with Burnt Rubber Media Xfinity Series. Getting ready to have a good time tonight after an emotional opener here tonight. We're going to go racing. We'll get ready for that 3-wide salute. Of course, Brian going to lead the field. And not only me here tonight, but we got a couple more people up in the booth with us. One actually in hospital wanted to be a part of this. I think he's got nurses in the room, so he'll join when he can. We got Mr. Jess in here in the hospital. He'll be back with us. And also, just by the name on Discord of that guy, but also a friend of mine, Alan. Alan, you got a copy.
This is actually Jesse with Rubber Media. I'm sorry, I should have.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah,
right, we got it straight.
I'm sorry. We got names mixed up because we got similar names.
All right, we got it, Jesse.
It's all good.
Well, man, what can you say about that opener? I mean, at a loss for words here.
Whenever I was talking from my end, I was definitely tearing up. So it was interesting for sure.
Yeah, you know, the hardest part.
Hang on, we're not going green.
I'm so glad that this thing came together the way that they did, just for the sole purpose of, you know, just trying to raise awareness, raise money. And I mean, look at the field that we have tonight. You can see it on screen now. It's unbelievable the amount of support that that Overstreet and, you know, myself, like, we've just been working so hard, and with so many other moving parts within it, it's great to see.
As you see the field double or tripling up here, a sea of pink, white, pink, and black. Bunch of pink cars out here tonight, bud.
Oh yeah, we actually have 2 BRM direct sponsored cars with Robert Henrata and Chris Progar running their respective schemes that have hashtag Racing for Stacy on them. So of course we're always looking forward to seeing them out on track and, you know, seeing all of that pink everywhere.
And of course, right now riding on board with Brian as he'll get ready to jump out in front of the field.
I do want to say a quick thank you. Thanks for having me on, and of course having Jesse on as well. I know he can't talk right now, but thanks for having us on tonight. I've been looking forward to this for a week now.
No problem, buddy. No problem.
And man, that is a sight right there to see all those pink cars out there, 3 wide.
Yeah, it's one of the
Brian
crazy.
Out there leading it there on the bottom. Just everybody coming out to support him. It's just an awesome sight. Awesome to be a part of it. You know, just watching all this support. Look at all those cars, man. That's just awesome to come out and support Stacy and Brian as they're going through all this right now. It's just amazing.
Yeah, and that's the thing, man. The support that this community that can pull out, and I've seen it before, and yet again, you're seeing it again. The support that the iRacing community can pour together to come up with something, to do something like this is really amazing. Like you said, Brian down there in that number 5 machine leads the way. He'll jet out in front, and just kind of hard to call, really. It's emotional, and what else can you say about it?
Yeah, I mean, I can't get over the fact of, you know, how much support, you know, that they've gotten together in such a short amount of time. Right. It's truly amazing to see.
And it is. And we also should mention, you know, this isn't just the ASMR BRP league. You know, this is 3, maybe even 4 leagues mashed together here to, you know, guys that don't race with Brian, don't know Brian, but have been touched by cancer or, you know, just want to come out and show support for a fellow iRacer to be out here and, you know, support that guy and his wife as they're going through all this, you know, just shows how big of a community this really is, you know, and like you guys have said, you know, it is emotional, you know, and I'm sure he's feeling a lot of emotions behind the wheel right now. And I'm sure his wife's standing over his shoulder, you know, but it's really cool to see all these guys from different leagues come together and be a part of all this.
Yep. I do want to throw this out there. Brian did say that his wife was listening to us, so I just want to say, Stacy, we're all here for you. We're doing this for you and Brian, and I hope we put on a good show for you, and I hope you enjoy this. This is for you. This is racing for Stacy.
And go kick cancer's butt.
Green flag, green flag.
Yeah, do it again.
10-4. Well, right now, green flag is going to wave. Not sure if they're going to put the yellow back out. I think so, to get everybody relined up. I think that's the way they talked about doing it.
Yep.
So we're going to wait just a minute, and they'll get everybody kind of sorted back out, and then we'll get ready to go full bore. And you see the 81, that's Clark right
they
now.
may have gone ahead and thrown the green.
They may have, they're going to let it go.
Oh, yeah,
like.
no, they were...
Because they did the 3-wide salute. I don't know if they're...
Yeah, they definitely went green. They, I think the leader is the one that actually called the restart on this one.
Alrighty, so we are green here, and up front, that's going to be Clark leading the way. And he's got Brandon right there with him.
As you can see, we got Ginnikin jumping out to a quick lead.
Yeah, great lead right there.
It's just a sea of pink out there.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting, man, to call this race tonight. Because what you're going to do is look for car numbers, because paint scheme-wise, it's pretty much all the same. So,
yeah,
it's going to be interesting here. 66 laps to go, and they're counting down up on the left side of your screen. What do you guys expect to see here tonight? Getting more towards the racing aspect of it all.
Looking at it from a racing aspect, this is the most cars that I've seen in an ASMR event. I think we're at, 37 drivers tonight. I expect a little bit of carnage, but at the same time, I think everybody understands that they're just wanting to put on a show and raise awareness.
Yeah, we're going to take a look at it now as we continue to run here. Everybody's doing a wonderful job keeping it clean so far. And of course, like you guys pointed out, Clark out front leading the way. And that's becoming a normal sight in this series, Clark leading.
Yeah, he's really been on a tear here recently. He's got a fast car every single week, so not really surprised to see him up front early tonight. But I do expect these guys are here early to try to just settle in, maybe run a few laps, not do anything crazy, not make any big moves, but just expect Clark to try to hold on to that bottom line. And you see the 48 out front on the top line there leading that, so we'll see if he elects to stay out there, if they can get a line going, or if they're just going to try to click off some laps here. So you see the 48 flashing there, so that might cause some problems being at the front of the field. So it'll be interesting.
It looks like we got Brian trying to keep it clean right now.
Yeah, I was looking at that. It looks like Brian is just kind of like, yeah, I'm staying back here. I'm going to let you boys get up there and race it out. Not a bad idea in that number 5 machine. Because if they have an incident now up front, it's going to be a ton of pink and white cars and everything else into the outside wall.
Yeah, that is a fact. He's gonna be trying to avoid a bunch of cars, or he's gonna be able to have enough time to react properly. So,
well, right
I'm curious
now,
to see if they're gonna be able to keep it clean.
Yeah, me too. And look at it right now. It's a relatively calm race. I know we're 2 and 3 wide, but they're giving each other plenty of room, which is not, well, I didn't really expect that, to be honest.
No, I didn't either. I figured people would want to be going. I mean, it's an exhibition race, so you would naturally think people would want to be going for the win and, pushing hard and trying to get to one another's doors. And
we got
there goes the car off track.
Trying to get a number pink car. That doesn't help me much. There's so many of them. The 38. It was Chris in trouble there off of turn number 2, but no caution as of yet.
Yeah, we got my good friend James Brosecker. He actually does a bunch of paint schemes for us in this game. He's doing race control for this race tonight. They have 4 fast repairs, unlimited tires. I I think they were expecting a little bit more carnage, but I'm happy to see that it's good racing.
Well, I tell you what, it really is. And go ahead.
I was just gonna say, yeah, I'm gonna agree with you. These guys are doing a great job. You see how much room they're giving each other down the straights and through the corners, and even when they're lined up, they're not really bump drafting super aggressively yet. So they're doing an awesome job out there giving each other room.
Yeah, and they're not, like you said, they're not being aggressive. They're not really pushing the issue too badly. And we're already, believe it or not, we're down to about 60 to go here. So already clicking the numbers off pretty quick here.
Yeah, they're. I mean, like I said, they allowed 4 fast repairs, and I guess, like I said, with the amount of cars that are here tonight, they were expecting a lot more carnage, and they're putting on a show.
Well, and truth to the matter, man, and I'll just be blunt and honest with you, whether we're on broadcast or not, but when you put guys out there with a purpose and they're racing for a reason, and it's not just a normal league race, they will most definitely put on a show like they're doing right now.
Yeah, I mean, you can't ask for much better than this.
All right, now, as we're 2 and 3 wide in places, Brian somewhere in the back of the sea of cars trying to track him down. Still trying to keep his car clean. Here's Overstreet back here near the back as well. So some experienced drivers going to the back, kind of keeping it clean right now.
Yeah, and if I'm trying to see who that was that just took the lead. Number 8 of I can't see.
It is Joseph.
Can't see.
Joseph Lester. I
yeah.
want to say.
He dove down in front of the 81 of Clark just a second ago to take the lead. It was a good little move. He got a nice bump and just kind of fell in line.
Well, and that's the thing too, right? These guys are racing with some guys out there they haven't raced with all year, and now they're out there on track together. Others they have. You got to figure out who you're going to work with and who you're not.
Caution,
oh, trouble!
flag.
Caution is out. We're trying to find out what has happened. But there is a yellow on the racetrack. And what happened here is going to be the question of the night. Looks like Brian may have been caught up in it. Unfortunately, we're going to go back and take a look. Ooh, big incident out of turn 2. Oof. Wow. The 15's involved. We'll try to figure out where it started. It was up here in the pack. Ooh, just a mishap. Was that it? They got turned around up and over? Holy cow.
Flying like a chopper.
Steven right here just going through some of the different guys that was involved here. It's a massive incident to start this event off. Steven about got it cleared to 3. He gets collected up. Well, there goes one of your fast repairs for what? At least 5, 6, 7, 8 drivers.
Yeah, just got to hope some of them don't need a tow back. I know they were talking about giving people wave arounds just to, keep people together. Oh, wow.
Yeah, the 33, nowhere to go.
The 33 car just didn't see it.
Yeah, well, what can you do, man? I mean, the track
exactly.
was always blocked. I mean, it's
exactly
okay for your road guys out here that don't watch NASCAR every day. It's pretty much like going to Mount Panorama, and the track being blocked. There's nowhere to go. This place is a lot wider than that, but it was the same problem.
I did see a white car on the bottom, a white and red one. It looked like squeezed through there barely. I don't know if we can find out who that is.
Let's try it again. Let's try another replay and see if we can find out.
Yeah, they come through right on the bottom here.
From a different angle, possibly. On the bottom
looks like
side.
That white car right there. Boy, he just squeezes through.
Wow.
And I also saw the number 70 and the number 8 of Chris Pergar and Robert Hanaretta somehow made it through that as well.
Yeah. So a ton of cars, a lot of action here, and a lot of cars into the outside wall. But we're 58 to go here tonight, folks. Still a long way to go tonight from Talladega Superspeedway. And right now, Joseph leads the way. Mark in second, Brandon third, and Jake Anderson in fourth, and Brad in fifth. So we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be back on the other side for the Racing for Stacy 65 at Talladega. Folks, we'll be back in a moment. All right, back here at Talladega, folks. Sorry about that. It's kind of a busy night for us. If you look in the chat to the YouTube channel, Extreme Sim TV just posted the GoFundMe for Stacy and Brian, and it's just such a great thing to be able to do. And click on that link, and it can give you all the information that you may need. But back here at Talladega, Alabama, under our first caution of the night. Well, guys, what have y'all thought of your first broadcast so far?
The nerves are real. That's all I have to say. The nerves are real. I'm definitely nervous, but it's going smooth, I think.
Yeah, I think we couldn't have picked a better race to make our inaugural event here, but these guys, they're making it easy, they're racing hard, they're racing clean, they're putting on a show, and hopefully they keep giving each other room and keep pushing hard at the same time. That's what we come to see, and that's what we come to expect from the Burnt Rubber podcast series.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? Yes, this is, next week it's back to business for these guys, but here tonight, with everything going on as a driver, how do you get that mindset to go out there and have fun and really try to go win a race? Obviously, our thoughts are with Stacy and Brian here, but what do you do as a driver? Okay, now let's go try to win this thing. And how do you get in that mindset and kind of transfer into that?
I don't think there's any transferring into it. All of these guys are competitors. That's just what they want to do. They want to go out and win. So the only extra mindset that they add whenever you think of a race like this is, let's put on a show. Let's keep it clean. I'm going to give room, but last 10 laps, all bets are off. So every driver just wants to win. That's essentially what it comes down to, in my opinion.
Right, and it doesn't matter if you're in rookie class doing your first race, or if you're on the road to pro and you've done 1,500 races. When that green flag flies, I think the competitors come out in all of us as the pace car's pulling off here.
Speaking of that, we're coming to green here, and you're right, even down to me, the same thing happens. Doesn't matter where you're running, what you're running, you want to try to win. But right now, with us coming to green, that 8 that took the lead away from Clark will bring them down, and we'll be back to green with 56 to go in Alabama. So 56 laps to go, green flag back in the air once again. And we're back underway one more time here tonight. Everybody up to speed again, guys.
Yep, let's see how this restart goes. It looks like they're already starting to kind of file in line, just kind of getting back in their organization.
Yeah, and no surprise there, right? Just trying to get up through the gears, trying to get up to speed, drop in line, find your partners. And it's kind of like a dance, right? You need the right partners to get yourself up through there. And I wonder with the different paint schemes for a driver, if that could throw you off finding your partner here tonight.
Oh, that is a fact.
Yeah, it definitely could with all the similar paint schemes. But, these guys in ASMR, and I'm sure the other leagues, they have their teammates that they work with on a week-to-week basis. But, I have to think that even in this race here, the different leagues are going to want to work together so that they have the bragging rights at the end of the day. And knowing who's in your league and who's not, with not just different paint schemes, but some of these guys are running different numbers than they normally do too.
Yeah, and that's the thing, is we look back here at Brian starting to work his way back forward, and you look at that car, maybe, he got caught up in the first incident, staying in the back. Maybe he's thinking, okay, it's time to go here. I stayed in the back early, it didn't really work out. Maybe we'll see him, Overstreet, and a couple more that was back here, Robert Henrietta, all of them starting to work their way forward.
Yeah, I know. We do have a stage break coming at lap 33, at the end of lap 33. So they're probably just trying to see what their car is made of at this point. Just trying to see, what they can improve on, what they need to do different in the race, how they can side draft. They're just learning right now. And like I said earlier, last 10 laps, all bets are going to be off. They're going to be going for that win, and you're going to be starting to see a lot more daring moves.
Yeah, and it will. And you definitely will. 53 on the to go this time by. What are we gonna have, like a 33 lap shootout there at the end? So it's definitely going to be hectic when we get down to it.
Yeah, they set it to 100% fuel for tonight, so they just wanted to make sure that they could put on the best show, not have to worry about strategy. So they got a caution, competition caution, stage break, whatever you want to call it, coming at lap 33. So.
Oh, we got trouble. Whoa, guys. Big trouble. Turn 1. Another big incident down in turn 1 and 2, just as we started to talk about it.
And there's another fast repair.
Yeah.
And you could see that coming. These guys were just getting super aggressive up front.
It was 3 wide. Yeah, exactly. It was 3 wide, and it just went wrong there. The 7 kind of got bumped around. Let's go kind of in slow-mo with this one. Because as you can see here, we had cars 3 wide right here, and it just kind of went wrong for them. And it's just so hard. You can see them 3 wide entering a corner, and when you're 3 wide like that, guys, it's so easy for it to all go away.
It is.
It looked like a little bit of net code. Possible net code.
And it just kind of drove the 7 machine up the racetrack.
Yeah, it looked like that started with that car on the outside, that black and hot pink car kind of came down and bumped the car in the middle and went down into the 7 car, and that's kind of what caused that.
Yeah, oof. And look at the amount of
there's some hard hits.
Yeah, there is. Look at the 27 ease through. Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
We have got to get the 27 machine with an aggressive move to get through that. Let's see if we can get an on-board shot with him. Give me just a moment, folks. We'll find him. So as we look through here, and that's the thing. There's so many cars out here tonight, folks, that when you start seeing the wreck happen, it's so hard to react to it. One more look here.
There's just nowhere to go whenever these cars spread out across the track like that.
And one more look at it once again. There's the 7 on pit road. He's done. Up front, Joseph leads this thing in the number 8 machine here. And again, folks, with 52 laps to go here from Talladega, Alabama, this is the ASMR Burnt Rubber Media Xfinity Series, aka the Burnt Rubber Podcast Series. And I tell you what, it's going to be a fun end when we get here in about another 50 or so laps, coming down to 2 to 3 to go here in the Racing for Stacy 65 here at Talladega. It's going to be an interesting finish, we know that, but we got a long way before we get to that point. And as always, well, we got one of the Burnt Rubber guys in here with us. And one of the fun things we love, man, is always getting some of those facts and interesting facts that you guys normally give me.
Oh man, I love joining in on the streams and throwing those comments out there for you.
Alrighty, well, give me something about Alabama, Talladega, buddy. Anything.
All right, Talladega, Alabama. As most everyone knows, it is the highest banked track in NASCAR that is running today. It used to be Bristol, but Bristol with the repave, and I believe it was 2007 or I don't remember the year. They dropped their banking down to 28 degrees at the most, and now that gave the award of highest banking in NASCAR to Talladega. The track itself was built on an old, it was an old airport. I can't remember what kind of airport it was, but it was an old airport. They still have the old runways are paved on the inside of the track. If you look at it from like a helicopter view or something like that, you can see the airport runways that are still on the infield.
And wasn't it one point in time, I think it's back in the 65, 67, 70, somewhere in there, IndyCar / kart they were in talks with USAC about running a race here that didn't happen?
Honestly, I don't remember though. I mean, that would, even back then, that would have been carnage. So it's probably a blessing in disguise that it didn't happen.
Yeah, from what I remember from that actual piece of footage I watched there on YouTube just a few weeks ago, so USAC and CART was going to run a race here. Some shenanigans ensued. The driver says, no, we're not doing it. It's too dangerous. And unfortunately, it never happened. But a place that it did happen was in Daytona Beach. They ran there as well at one point in time. CART / IndyCar ran at Daytona.
That's interesting. I need to do some more research on that.
Yeah, it's crazy. There's a long backstory to it that we probably don't have time to get into because we're coming to green, but it's well worth looking into.
Oh, I'm definitely going to have to look into that. That's really interesting, actually.
Let's just put it this way. Shenanigans involving money ensued.
Wow.
Yeah. So, as we'll get ready to go back here on the virtual world after our Burnt Rubber Media Tips segment that we should just make a new thing in every broadcast of. But, we're going to get ready to go back green again. But what do you guys think at this point, 50 laps to go? How much more do you think you'll see the drivers push? Do you think you'll see them kind of save their stuff for a little bit?
Yeah, I think just looking at that last green flag stint, I think they got comfortable in that first green flag run, and then they started to push a little harder that last run. So I don't see them pulling the reins back in. Usually these drivers, once they get comfortable, they want to go, they want to lead, they want to get up front. So we'll see if they can do that and keep it clean.
Yeah, and I can agree with that. To an extent, I want to say that you'll see less pushing and shoving, more given, less taken. But, I was expecting that at the start, and that's what we did not get for the first, 10 laps. And then it was more of that after the first caution. So I'm curious to see if they're going to kind of calm down, settle down a little bit, and get rolling. Just try to make it to the end, because a lot of these guys are now down to, only 2 fast repairs, because both of those wrecks were huge.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? You start getting down in fast repairs, you don't have that comfort zone anymore. It's 50 laps to go, green flag back in the air, guys, double file up front. We got Joseph, Brandon, Clark, all 3 up front. The 10 kind of, something wrong with Brad there, kind of stumbled on the starting that number 10 machine.
Almost looked like he missed a shift there.
Yeah, it kind of looked like that. You're exactly right. It looked like he went maybe from first to third, possibly, or first to third, something like that.
Yeah, I'm not exactly 100% sure. It looked like he either skipped a gear, missed a gear, something. I don't know what happened. He got rolling a whole lot slower than the rest of the guys around him. But as you can see, they're all dropping down single file on the bottom line.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they're doing. Everybody to the bottom of the racetrack here, starting that single line parade around the bottom. Pink and black and pink machine, pink and white machine, black and white pink machine up front. Man, we're going to be saying pink a lot tonight, folks.
Oh, yeah.
And normally don't do this, but Kim, come here a second. Over here in the booth. The girlfriend's coming to the end of the booth. I normally give you a pretty card award, but in the Racing for Stacy race, though, there's tons of pink cars. So, which is the prettiest of the pink? This ought to be good, guys.
Yeah, this will be good.
As we're double file right now, as she's thinking about it, looking at the stack of cars. And big move to the bottom, that's going to be the white and pink machine. Underneath the black and pink 90 machine, 22, excuse me.
I've got to ask, how do you differentiate between white and pink and white? Like,
I don't know, guys. I have no idea at this point. Even the numbers are not the easiest to see tonight. That's kind of the issue here. Is Joseph's taking over the race lead? And
I know you can see that 10 car. You can see those numbers from a mile away.
right.
But some of these.
Some of them you can't really see as we got to move to the top side. And as we run double file right here down the back. Well, guys, you see the 3 wide battle starting back in the pack as well. So we got a third lane trying to move its way forward, trying to see who's up there. It's the 92 machine, Michael, that's kind of leading that charge on the very outside. But that did not go the way he planned it.
Yeah, I
they
think
just
a lot of
kinda
those
fizzled
guys
out.
bailed on him there. You know, maybe saw it getting a little sketchy and figured now's not the time to waste another fast repair.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You definitely don't want to. You got the 81 of Clark out front, leading with the 8 behind him of Joseph. And then the 22 machine there as well. Corey Melton in the 48 right there. And we got some great drivers up the front of this pack right now.
Yeah, they're bumper to bumper nonstop. The entire top 4 is just.
Whoa, did you guys?
Ooh.
Yeah, I seen that
Getting
too.
dicey now.
Oh man, these guys are putting on a show.
The
Man,
yellow flag
and
is
yellow
out.
is actually out back straight away somewhere. We got a problem, and we'll try to find it here for you in a moment.
Doesn't look like anything quite as big as we've seen before. I'm curious to see what happened here.
Looks like the 70s involved here.
Oh, that's Chris Progar. That guy has possibly the worst luck in league racing that I've ever seen in my life, but I love the guy to death. Oh,
Oh, what in the world's going on here? Ooh, that happened way in front of them.
Yeah.
So we're gonna look at it again, see if we can figure out who was involved. There's the car that was slow. It was the 10
Oh, the
very
10
slow.
car.
But something.
I wonder if he blew up.
I wonder so, because he was tucked up behind that car and he just pulls out of line here and loses power.
Yeah, and then that kind of left all these guys all jumbled up going into turn 3.
Yeah, ahead of all of them, ahead of the 10 car, it kind of stayed clean. It's like people just diving in and out trying to avoid the 10 car slowing down is what kind of threw all of this together.
Yeah, I couldn't really find the car that actually started the issue. Well, folks, we're back under caution here. And we're going to take another quick break for us in the booth for a moment. We'll be back here with you in just a moment as we're 45 to go in the Racing for Stacy at Talladega. One. Alright, and we're back here at Talladega with a bit of an announcement as the Pretty Car Award has been given away, and it's going to go to the 48 of Corey Melton. Kimmy made her pick and it went to the 48. And didn't somebody in here make that car? Possibly?
Yes, sir. That would be me.
Hey.
And I designed that car and picked out the colors and made it. That 404 is actually painted with the exact same paint scheme if you want to go over to him.
Oh,
Dave
nice.
did.
No, we'll have to go find the 404 here too, matching paint schemes. And folks, if you can't tell, we're just having a blast here tonight. Yes, it's another race, guys. Yes, racing's awesome, but it's also fun in an event like this. Just come have a good time and enjoy some racing.
Yep, and don't forget, this is a fundraising event for Stacy and Brian. We do have links posted across, BRM. I believe Matt has shared this in the
YouTube link. There is one in the YouTube comments.
So, if you would like to go donate, there is a GoFundMe link from the owner of the ASMR series, Michael Overstreet. He is the one that created this. We've just been trying to work together, so over the last week to try to throw this together. So,
yeah,
we're at $1,405 right now, total raised. So,
wow. I think at the beginning of the night when I signed on, we were at, I believe it was like 1,100, something like that. So we went
yeah,
up.
I want to say it was like $1,100 just a couple hours ago.
Yeah, so we're getting there, folks. Of course, the goal of 1,500 is the goal that we're shooting for, and we're less than 100 to go on that. The goal there, make that happen, less than 100 away from our $1,500 goal. And I know Stacy and them, they would definitely know what to do with it. Well, and here's the thing, guys. It's helping them, right? That's the main goal here. But, and, it's hard to put in words for people that doesn't iRace. It's not a part of this community. But, man, you hurt one of us, you hurt us all. It really feels that way a lot of times.
Yeah, I mean, to put it into perspective, how many cars started in the BRP series last week? I think it was 12.
Yeah.
And now we're looking at 37 cars at Talladega right now. If that doesn't go to show the magnitude of, how much this iRacing community comes together, then I don't know what will show you. It's amazing to see.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and I tell you what, as Clark leads this thing, it's going to be fun to watch the end of this, because I keep looking down the running order, and Brian somehow, some way, he's in the top 20. He got caught in the incident, but he keeps trying to sort of, I guess, work his way forward slowly is the best way to put it.
And that's kind of what he's going to have to do this race, I mean, with all these cars out here, he's going to just have to do little by little and work his way up to the front. But he's a fighter just like his wife, so I'm sure we'll see him get up there.
Well, we're coming to green this time by...
Hang on, we're not going green. Not going green.
The yellow flag is going to stay out here for another lap. Lights around the pace car once again, or lights on the racetrack one more time here. Clark will bring them down. Well, guys, Burnt Rubber guys, what have y'all got coming up this week? Want to promote some of your stuff?
Well, we just recorded our first episode of this season. It's kind of a preview, talking a little bit about IMSA. We are planning on actually going to Apple Podcast, as well as Google Podcast and Spotify for this season. So we will be expanding to that. We will still have the video version that will be available on YouTube. We have a lot in store. We have a lot planned. We did take a break. We were expecting to record this off season, but we ended up just taking the break and kind of, seeing where we wanted to go with all of this, because we were transitioning to the Burnt Rubber Media side, like covering more news and stuff like that, writing articles and different things like that. So it was a little bit of a tough off season, just trying to figure out what we were going to do, how we were going to do it, and we got the episode recorded last night, and we're excited to get it to you. I think it's in the editing process now, and should be out to you within the next week.
Oh, that should be awesome to listen to. I know something I'll listen to, because believe it or not, I'm big into IMSA now. Over the last 2 months, I've literally watched about 19 hours of a 24-hour race.
And
Wow.
was a good race, man, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
I'm pretty sure my wife was tired of watching that one race on TV. I think it was a total of 12 hours that I watched.
Well, I'll tell you this, before we go back green here, the girlfriend got up for work, and she goes, "It's still on?" I go, "Yep, until 3:30.
It's 24 hours. Come on.
All right, folks, it's coming to green this time by Art Brandon up front, and we will come to green. 41 laps to go this time by from Talladega Superspeedway, and in the hashtag Racing for Stacy. All-Star kind of, we'll call it a Racing for Stacy All-Star race. Let's go that route with it for a moment as we're 41 laps to go. Clark up front right now, back under green.
And as we saw last time, it doesn't seem like the top line really has been getting going very well. I think they're going on green tonight, so it's not like one lane can truly have an advantage over the other. So I'm curious if the top line's just slick or something.
See Patrick right here in the 91 machine. Robert Henrietta back here as well. And those guys getting everything sorted out pretty early here to get down in line. They're behind the main pack and still maybe try to create a situation to where they'll have a car left when this is over. And look at that though, Robert Henrietta, he started 36th on the field. He's up to 15th now, which is the highest he's been all night. So Robert inching his way forward through this thing.
Yeah, he's doing really well. He always, at these restrictor plate tracks, he always just finds a way to kind of slowly and quietly work himself up front. He knows who to work with. It's been a common thing in quite a few leagues that he runs in. As we see a car coming back.
Oh, we got a big one. We got a mess. And it's Clark involved, your race leader involved in this one, and we've got another mess.
And good thing they were spread out. Or reckon the guy up front, man, that could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, it could have been.
What happened right there? Because I saw somebody coming from the apron back onto the track, and
we're taking a look at it. You seen that guy coming back on the track, and it didn't.
404.
Ooh, it just stacked everybody up. Next thing you know, around went Clark. He got tagged. He just got passed for the race lead, and Carter's into the outside wall once again. So back under caution here tonight with 39 to go.
A lot of damage.
Yeah.
I don't know who that was. I just saw him. The nose dive down and somehow did not run into the next guy.
So we know we've got one of our commentators in the hospital here tonight. So I want to ask you, man, has the doctors and or nurses come in and been like, what in the world are you talking about yet?
I had a nurse in here, and I just told her, hey, if you don't mind, just go away for a little while. So I don't think they've asked questions yet, but I know they certainly will. Who are you talking to?
Well,
they're probably in the hallway saying something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, there's a guy over here in the corner. I just felt like talking to him tonight.
Be alright. Oh man.
That's some dedication to be here while you.
Yeah, we know you just had back surgery, man. How are you feeling? Most importantly,
I'm actually feeling great. You know, I had a lot of stuff going on. They were able to get it all taken care of. So I think I'm going to be on the up and up, better than I have been in probably the last 10 or 15 years. So I'm excited. I'm ready to get back at it. It'll be a few weeks before I can get back on the track, but that's all right. They got it all taken care of, and I'll be back out there before we know it.
So every time that I get sick now with a cold and I go to email league and tell them I can't make it, I got to think about the fact that you just called a race in the hospital coming off a back surgery. That's okay.
Tough
Dedication.
So, you know, good deal for you, and I hope everything works out for you there, man.
I appreciate it, guys. Yes, sir.
All right. Well, we were looking at 38 to go here tonight. And who have we not talked about? Who has kind of been flying under the radar here tonight? We looked through the field. Hutchinson.
Number 08 in the top 10.
Let's see. Let's go check it out. The 08. We'll find him. That is Teddy I don't know much about Teddy, but right now he started 14th. He's been as low as 34th here tonight and back up towards the front here. And since
I thought I've seen that name all over the board tonight. That's why I was like, hold on, I need to see what that's about.
Yeah, and my question to you guys is, we were supposed to have a stage break lap 30. We're on lap 30 now. So I'm assuming this is going to count as their stage break here.
The stage break is going to be at the end of lap 33, so probably
I would imagine they're going to go ahead and do it just because they don't want to have a fuel run at the end and try to play that game.
Right.
So,
yeah.
I know normally he would go ahead and throw it at the scheduled stage break, even if there's a caution right before, just so that, you know, with the All-Star race, they want to try to keep everybody grouped up, no fuel strategies, nothing like that, just have a clean, solid run to the end.
Well, we're going to continue here with the cars around the racetrack right now, and it's Robert Henrietta that leads the way in this one. And Robert, I tell you what, started 36 out front now. Maybe a little bit of strategy here involved with this too, but out front in front of the one, and then we have Brian there as well.
I can tell you one thing. I definitely guarantee Henrietta, whenever he misses a big wreck, he likes to make sure that I go back and see it, because he was our first ever sponsorship. So I'm sure whenever I log off of this, I'm going to go over there and probably see a replay of him missing that accident. If he's got no damage here, and it doesn't look like he does, lining up next to Brian right here.
Well, my question to you, man, is when are you guys going to start covering some iRacing stuff on the podcast and this, that, and the other thing?
The podcast, we're kind of saving the podcast for more of the NASCAR talk, because that's what most of us focus on more. We're just going to kind of throw in, quick coverage of that. We'll probably have like little 5 to 10 minute episodes of different divisions, different leagues, and stuff like that we'll cover on our YouTube channel. So that'll probably be the extent of what's talked about on video or on audio. Just because of the fact, like, if we was to, I'm sure you've listened to our podcast. I know you've mentioned it before to me.
Yeah.
So, our episodes are around 45 minutes long.
Oh, Lord, if you got into iRacing, it'd be like 5 hours long.
Exactly. So that's why we're going to kind of try to condense, save the podcast for more of the IRL and NASCAR stuff. And then, we'll throw in a few mentions of like IMSA, Formula One, IndyCar, a little bit of dirt racing, a little bit of sim racing, stuff like that. But the main talking points will kind of keep that to NASCAR, and then make other episodes as we're getting ready to go green here. If you want to cover this real quick, and on to have that.
10-4, man. Well, we're coming to green, and look who's up front, up near the front now. The 5 machine. Brian has worked his way into the top 3, and with all these cars out here tonight, he's got friends out here that'll push that number 5 to the race lead. And how cool would it be to watch that number 5 lead a lap out here tonight?
Man, that would be amazing. I love how, if there's one car that I can pick out of all of these, it is the 5 car.
Yeah, and
I don't know if it's the car that I've seen the most all week, but it's easy for me to find.
Well, exactly. And as a broadcaster, I'm supposed to be non-biased and everything else. I'm going to fully admit to you right here on the spot, I would love nothing more than that 5 machine to pull out a line, get the help, and go to the race lead here. And he's got decent momentum. Maybe he can jump out here. Big run coming up. Did not get to the outside line soon enough That outside line is coming, and that's the one machine, and that pink and white colored number on that number 1 out front.
Yeah, that outside line got formed up quick and just blew on by the inside.
And I think that's the first time we've seen the outside line work like that. It'll be interesting to see if they try to keep
Oh, trouble. Here we go again. Oh, no.
And there goes Brian.
Oh,
Sitting
no.
on the inside wall.
The yellow flag is out.
Big incident back straight away again. Brian, that car is all torn up now. The 22 got clipped, and then Brian hard into the inside wall.
Man.
Ah.
And that's probably going to be a tow, too, unfortunately. That was a hard... Oh, no, he's rolling.
Yeah, he's rolling, but there's a ton of torn up race cars.
Yes, there is.
Once again here, it just went wrong in the pack. The 81 of Clark caught up in it again. Doesn't look like he got too much damage. The 45 taking a weird, awkward hit into the inside wall. That's Eddie Hawkins. Hawks right there that got involved as well from 32nd. 34 to go from Talladega, Alabama. And we're back under caution here tonight, folks, once again. So you got 34 more laps to go back under yellow. And I'm going to check in on the GoFundMe side of things. Keep in mind, you can go donate to Stacy and Brian over at the GoFundMe listed on the comment section of the YouTube page. And here's the thing, though. More than the money, more than anything else, the amount of support that I'm seeing in the comment section for both Brian and Stacy, that's unreal.
I'm about to go personally check that out. I might chat it up with a few of them in there.
Yeah, we've got a lot of things going on in the comments section. And right now, as we run under caution, folks, I'm going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back here at Talladega here with 33 laps to go. Alrighty, back here, folks, once again. A little bit of a technical glitch in the system, but we got it worked out under caution. We're back here again at Talladega Superspeedway. It'll be 31 laps to go as we get ready to go green once again. Of course, it's been a fun night already. First time, I think, ever really that I've done a 3-man booth. And I want to thank you guys for coming up here and being with me on this one.
Oh, man, thank you for having us. It's been a lot of fun. This is my first ever time doing any live broadcasting, so it's a fun little test to see if I want to do something like this later on down the road.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll put it this way, Extreme Sim TV's always got spots available. If you want to come in and do some commentary and have some fun, as we're going to get ready to go back here in a moment. So you guys tell me, who do you pick to win this race now? We're roughly halfway into this thing. We've seen some massive incidents. Who do you think is going to go to victory lane here tonight?
Well, there's so many players out there. It's hard to pick against that 81 car. You know, he's been out front. Yes, he's been involved in 2 crashes recently, but you know, he got involved in the second to last crash, and he was right back up front, you know, and got involved in that last one there. So, I don't know. It's going to be hard to see him not making his way back.
Well, we're back underway. We got trouble at the front of the field. Somebody missed a shift. I'll tell you what it looked like. If you watched the Daytona 24, the GT3s did the same thing. They had a little bit of a missed shift. Same thing just about happened here.
That was odd.
Yeah,
We've had a couple of odd incidents on, and again, it was on the high side.
Yeah, and it was, you know, that weird thing where you miss a shift and everything, body checks up. Luckily, the field's seen it happening. Here comes Ed Huck there in the 26. He's coming back. I think it was Ed that may have missed the shift there, because I believe that was the car that missed the shift that kind of started that off.
Yeah,
there's somebody up front we haven't talked a lot about, that Jake Anderson. He's fast every single week, and so we haven't talked about him today, but no surprise that he's made his way to the front.
Of course, Jake Anderson, normally in that 128 Coca-Cola machine, one of my favorite race cars out there. Right now in that pink and white machine, along with, it looks like the 8 pink and white machine following him there, and then the white and pink 91 right behind him. And yes, you did.
I'm trying to figure out your order for white and pink versus pink and white.
Right.
I think if it's majority pink, then it's pink and white. If it's majority white, it's white.
Exactly. There we go. Hey, I'm from Virginia. What else can I say here? Also, I lived in West Virginia, so that kind of plays into it too. We have our own way of determining what color something is. Oh, man. So we've got the white and pink machine down there, third in line, but that 92 big run to the top as well.
Wow, what a shot! Oh, are we about to go 4 wide for the lead?
Oh man!
Oh, close. You could tell he was thinking about it.
All I got to say is somebody chickened out and didn't want to go 4 wide.
Was it chickening out, or was it saying, I need my fast repairs for later?
Well, in a race like this, I'm just going to call it, yeah, you chickened out. Oh, big move to the bottom. Ooh. That was Joseph coming down to block, and he nearly got turned around.
Well, these guys are racing like it's 5 to go here.
Well,
they're making lots of big moves, lots of big blocks, so we'll see if they can hang on to it. It looks like the leader's going to get stuck in the middle there.
About to get freight trained by everyone.
Well, and my question to you guys is, right now the 8's stuck in the middle. He's stuck kind of what we used to call a sucker hole. They're just kind of sucking on back through. Nothing.
I don't know how he only lost 1 line on the bottom.
Yeah, I know, right?
Wow, what a move to get back down there.
Well, see, I was going to go and just tirade about the sucker hole, but he kind of shut that off real quick.
Yeah, he did a good job getting back down in the line. I don't know if he has a spotter or not, but however he did that, whether it was somebody in his ear telling him he's clear, or if he just saw the opening and dropped down, one way or another, they made it work.
Well, we're coming to 27 laps to go, guys. They're definitely running out of time up front. Again, right now it's Jake Anderson that leads the way. Joseph Lester, Artie, Patrick, and Michael, your top 5. And what do you say we go check on Brian? Let's see where he's back to after being kind of caught up in another incident, unfortunately. Not the way he wanted to be involved, but right now he's on pit road 7 laps down. I think he ended up having to tow that machine.
Oh, man. I hate to see that.
Yeah, me as well. I hate... dude, that stinks. Well, let's just put the... Oh, we about had another wreck out there. That was the Ada Joseph about getting turned around. Man, we are tearing up some cars, too. There's your 4 wide.
There we
The
go.
yellow flag is out.
Nobody chipping out of that one.
And caution on the racetrack.
I don't know how it was this group of cars, man. These guys are racing hard.
I know. I'm ready to see what happened for this caution if it wasn't that lead pack.
Yeah, we're
I
going to go
want to
back.
see another replay of that lead pack and all that Dyson up there they were doing.
Yeah, they were dicing like something else. And trying to figure out what the caution was for. Keeps going to Joseph, but I know that's not accurate. See if we can catch an eye on something here of what happened. Smoke up in front of Kevin Rourke. He goes to the bottom to miss the thing. And it's the 404 up on his roof.
404 Dave not found.
Dave had not found. Well, yeah, apparently we just found him. Not in the best way, but we found him. Dave Gage ended up on his lid there in the 404 machine. And what happened there to Dave Gage? Ooh, there was trouble with the 61 right in front of him. He tried to avoid it. Got down into the 24. Barrel rolls the car. And that is going to be your yellow flag here with 25 to go.
While we got some time, can we take a look at that lead pack Dyson it up there right before that caution?
We sure can. Let's go back and see if we can't get some of this insanity craziness that was going up here in the front pack as we shoot them down the back straightaway. What do you say we go slow-mo, fellas, through all this?
Absolutely.
So let's go ahead and do this and that and this. And right about here, look at how they are spread apart.
You see that second car on the inside trying to make a move, and I don't know.
That was a 91. He was kind of stuck in the line. The 8 was in the middle. And just look at the... can we just call it a pink sandwich up front? Because that's basically what it is.
Well, look at that pink and black car. Watch that pink and black car shoot the middle right here. He sees that hole right in front of him right there, and he's not going to lift. And somehow they make it work.
Yeah, look at this insanity, guys. This was just...
Wow.
Nuts.
And that was not the caution.
And this, exactly. I mean, these guys, they're showing incredible skill. They're showing why they're out here putting on a show like this, and why they're the ones that got invited to this race. Look at that 4 wide for second place.
Yeah, and that is about as close as you're going to get to being actually 4 or 5 wide on iRacing without it being a big absolute mess. Well, I tell you what, as we take a look at the images of the racing we just had, if we're having this with 26, 25 to go, what are we going to have when we come down to 1 to go?
A wreck.
Well, that was the short answer, and I agree with that statement.
I don't have anything else to add.
Nope, I don't either. I'm out. That was the one-liner of the night right there.
A wreck.
A wreck. Just that simple. Oh, man. Well,
you don't think there will be solid 3 and 4 wide racing?
Yeah,
I think there will be. I just don't know that they'll come out of it on the other end.
Well, I think you guys said Stacy was watching there a while back. I'm sure she still is. So hopefully, Stacy, at least, if not anything else, we gave you some good laughs tonight as well with our commentary of this one with the pink and white cars and a wreck, which might be the best one-liner that I've heard. And, man, it's been fun. Stacy, just want you to know everybody here at Extreme Film TV are thinking about you. And we got your back as well. You need anything, you can reach out to us on Facebook, reach out to me personally. Anything you guys need, you or Brian, just reach out to me. I've got you back, and all these guys do here as well.
And I would like to give a quick update. We just had, within the last 10 minutes, 2 more donors to the Go. Jesse and Sarah for a total of $60, bringing the total up to $1,465. So thank you.
Yeah, and right now as we're working our way through this, one to go. I'm really hoping this
pace car.
Yeah, lights are off on that pace car, but you look at that number and you're like, just for what this community, it's unreal that we're even getting these type of numbers, to be honest.
Yeah.
But we're going to get ready to go here. It's going to be 23 to go, folks. Here tonight, 23 to go from Talladega Superspeedway. Pace car lights are off. Going to be Jake Anderson, Joseph Lester, Patrick, Mr. Allen, Michael, Roswell, Brandon, Matthew, Clark back here, and Greg out there is your top 10 with what will be a 23 lap dash to the end, guys.
Man, this has been a blast tonight. Thank you for allowing us in the booth with you.
Hey, man, it's always fun when we can get a couple guys up here. Jake Anderson out front, lights are out. I tell you what, man, it's been fun for me as well, trust me. Well, as we get ready to go, I've been trying to get Kim to take her first stab at broadcasting tonight, but it's like trying to sell ice from an Eskimo. She's like, no, I can't do it. Can't do one lap. Not gonna do it. Nope, not happening. She just gives me this look like, nope, it's all you, buddy. Well, it's been cool, I figured to let her call a lap of this.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Hey, she'll warm up to the idea at some point.
Stacy's gonna warm up to the ideal at some point. And then she just gives a look like, As we get ready to go green here tonight, Jake Anderson, Joseph there, Patrick, Burnett, Allen right there as well. And here we go, man. 23 to go.
See if that outside can get a better start this
Green flag, green flag.
Organized right there.
And green is out.
23 laps to go. Good job, guys. Good call on the start there. Man, that outside.
The outline got more organized than we've seen all night. But they immediately dropped down into the hole on the inside.
Well, that, sir, is called the broadcaster's jinx. You said it, as soon as you said it, they all died to the bottom.
I mean, hey, they formed up well. That was the best by a long shot we've seen the outside form.
Yeah, it looks like they just dropped down there to get the draft off the leader, and now they're going to clear them. See if they drop down again, take the lead. They do.
Yeah, Anderson back there falling back, had nothing he could do to block them. And that outside lane definitely works. Joseph back to the race lead. And folks, we're going to come past the stripe here. 22 laps to go this time by.
Oh, big move to the outside. Let's see if he can pick up a draft partner and try to get around to the quarter panel. And nope, he drops back down into inside line.
Now you're trying to get down there. If you get on that quarter panel, slow that car up beside of you, and then jump away from it. It should shoot you up the outside.
And here he goes for another move to the outside, and drops back down.
He's just not getting help when he looks out there. Those other two cars are hooked up behind him, and they're not able to get to his bumper fast enough. It looks like.
Yeah, those the front three on the inside and the top two on the outside. Both of those, all 5 of those guys are hooked up good. They're getting big pushes.
Yeah, big pushes out front. We continue to work our way through this 22 laps to go. 3 wide through the middle. A couple of, and there it is again. Big. Oh boy.
Yeah, it looked like the 23 was trying to jump up there and block.
And we got at least 3 in the catch.
Yeah.
Yep, we're going to need to repair a catchment into this one, folks. Caution. Ow. We'll get a replay on that in just a moment, but a big incident there coming out of, or into the corner. Man. So, as you can see here, they're 2 and 3 wide. And let's see if we can get a better camera angle on it. Wow. Just carnage erupts up there at the front of the pack. Man, oh man, caution is out. One more look at it here, folks, and this just went awry in a hurry. They were 3 wide.
It was all in the front.
Yeah, oof. Wow.
Hard to see what happened there. Yeah, it's hard to see what caused that, but
it was almost like somebody got into 23, turned him around. One more look from the aerial view. As they were coming down through here.
So you see the 23 jump up, and the guy on the outside had to lift a little.
Ooh!
Oh, no. It was that third car in the middle, it looked like, that just was trying to side draft a little too hard, maybe.
Yeah, that's
aggressive racing.
Well, 20 laps to go. You know, they're getting down to go time.
And folks,
81 again.
I hate to interrupt our coverage here, but breaking news: the donation page just reached 1,500 just a second ago. We have now raised 15. Go ahead.
I was just about to announce that as well. I'm glad you got to it. $1,500. Thank you to Kyle for helping us reach that point just 2 minutes ago. We're at $1,500 even on the GoFundMe. I know one of the other drivers in the field has a private donation that he's got going on his page for his team. That all their proceeds are going to him. And I think we're over $1,700 total, if I remember correctly. So,
and that's a big
money.
Shout out to all of the donors out there, everybody that shared the page. Just you guys for putting this thing together. Jesse, you for sponsoring the series and really taking a hold of it with Overstreet. And then Matt, you for broadcasting it here on Extreme Sim TV. And just a big shout out to everybody that's involved that organized this, all the donors out there. Brian and Stacy, you know, we're fighting with you. We know you're strong. We know you're going to kick its butt just like you did the last time. And I'm just glad we could be a little part of your fight and be a little bit of an inspiration, hopefully, and give you that encouragement you need. I know it's been a tough time. So hopefully this money can help you guys out a little bit.
That is a fact, and I'm honored to be a part of this, and you know, just from the start, like our talks with Overstreet with sponsoring the league, and you know, last week he approached me and said, "Hey, this is our thoughts. What do you think about it?" I was like, "Yes, please. Let me see what I can do. I'll reach out to some people." So let's make this as big as we can. And this is what it turned into. And I definitely appreciate this opportunity. I'm very grateful for it.
18 to go here. And I tell you what, the hardest part I think for me in the promotion and talking about it aspect of it all was the trying to keep it secret too. That was a hard part.
Yes, that was so difficult.
Yeah, definitely. You know, I've done a lot of testing with Brian this week at different tracks that are coming up on the ASMR schedule and in the trucks, and just hear him talk about things and not be able to say anything, you know, to other than just to listen and kind of give him some encouragement. You know, he's done really good. He stays strong. He's always talking about the race and wanting to keep everything as normal as possible. So I know they appreciate what we've done tonight, and but yeah, keeping it a secret during those conversations and those races and everything's definitely been a tough task, but worth it.
I'll say something here from what I know of Brian and everything, and you know, it seemed like from talking to him just in Discord, from what I heard, he's the type of guy that even if he needed help, he's not going to ask, right? He's one of those type of guys, and you know, everybody needs it. right? Especially things like this. You need help, you know, and the league as a whole is going to be there. The community as a whole is going to be there. This is not one of them deals where you do one event and that's it. No, it goes deeper than that, guys. And
and I know ASMR is planning another event at some point in the future, where it's definitely going to be more of a public thing. So be on the lookout for something in the future.
Well, this has been a heck of a race so far. 17 to go this time by as we get ready to go here from Talladega Superspeedway. It's Joseph, Patrick, Brandon, Roswell, Alexander at the top 5. And I would ask you who's your picks is now, but you know, at this rate, it could be anybody in the field.
Yeah. Every time I look, I see different names. I'm like, well, I thought they were doing well, or I thought they were running in the back. Like there's such a variety of different circumstances all throughout the field. Like, I mean, just look at the damage on some of these cars. It's hard to sit here even at this point with only 18 laps to go to pick who I think would win.
Yeah, and I think it's just going to be whoever's got the most fast repairs left.
Yeah.
Green flag, green flag.
Well, green flags in the air once again. We're going to be 17 to go this time by, guys. And out front, look at Joseph get that big jump.
The Highline, once again, did not get rolling very well.
Well,
and they didn't stay very organized either. They're just kind of going at it.
Yeah, they're kind of just meandering all over the place back there. We got one car down below the apron. He'll hang on to it, straighten it out. Now we're going to be 3 wide up front. Folks, business is about to pick up at the front of this field with 16 laps to go.
What do you mean it's about to pick up? It's been...
it's going to be worse.
And here we are, 3 wide. There's 3 rows, now 4 rows of 3 wide going back here.
Oh my goodness, 2, 3, 4 rows, 5 rows. How many rows now? 6, 7, 8. 2 and 3 wide right now. Joseph out front. Everybody else going to kind of meander their way to the bottom up at the front of the field. Meanwhile, mid-pack.
81 of Clark making his way back up to the front.
Same thing, Jesse. 81 back up front.
Yeah, no surprise there. The 81 of Clark. And I'll tell you what, guys, from what I've seen up in the booth all year, Clark is strong. No matter where we go.
Yeah, that he from my knowledge, he has a lot of knowledge about the sim, about racing in general. He knows what he's doing. The guy he's a competitor, and he's out there to be the best and not settle for anything less. So,
well,
he's got a.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, he's got a lot of potential too. I mean, he's a young guy, so not even 21 years old yet. So he's got a lot of time to continue to grow and get better as they're getting so tight.
Yeah, they were all able to hang on. Wow.
I don't have any other words for that. Wow. How did they hang on there?
Well, right here, they're going to... Oh, and here we go, guys. Well, they're not going to hold on to this because here we go. And it's Ryan involved. Oh, the 65 called up and no caution here. We're going to keep rolling. Joseph will stay out front. And if we don't get a yellow here, that's going to break him away from the pack a little bit.
I'm shocked that there wasn't a yellow there.
Yeah, I'm really surprised with as many cars that were involved.
I mean, I understand they were off the track, but
I know there's going to be guys screaming on the radio for a caution here.
Oh, you've got that right.
Well, with that being said, Clark got a big run. He's going to go to the race lead. He's got Jake.
He was in that wreck. He was in that. He just didn't crash.
Yeah,
he got hit in that wreck, and here he is leading less than a lap later.
And track is clear, so I guess they're going to let him run this out. You know, the radios are lighting up right about now, yelling for a yellow, but no yellow as of yet. And it's going to be 13 to go at the stripe, and it's going to be your race leader car with Jake Anderson in second. Wow, what a night so far, man. Anderson jumps out of line. Now, who's going to be the next car with a big run down the straightaway? Well, that 3 wide. Ew, jeez. Oh, boy. 3 wide through the middle to 1. I don't see how they're not wrecking every lap here.
I don't either.
I don't either, but they are skilled. Because they're not only dealing with their cars. You know, they've got the car behind them, bumping them, pushing them. They got the air manipulating their cars as well. And these guys are doing an awesome job hanging on up here.
This pack is just clustered together at the front of the field with 13 laps to go. The 22 dives to the bottom. He's going to leave the 128 of Anderson out to dry and move Brandon to the race lead. Here we go. Nope, he's not going to get clear of Clark. Clark holds the bottom underneath of him.
It's just so hard to form that outside line. You almost have to have 2 or 3 more cars out there than the inside line does just to get them to get more than 1 car clear.
Yeah, and that's the problem, right? They're lined up top. 1 to the 22, and then the 67 back there as well. Everybody trying to hang on. We got everybody kind of just, man, I don't even know what to say about it. The driving that they're putting together tonight's unreal.
Yeah, I'm so quiet over here. I'm in awe of what's going on. I'm just enjoying the race.
And right now, they're kind of dead even up front, and neither car aren't really taking advantage right now, so we're dead even at the front of the pack.
And you got a car third in line that's blinking a lot, so I'm sure that isn't helping the outside line very much right now.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? You know the radios, like we said earlier. Hey, man, you're blinking. Hey, man, you're blinking. You know, but what can you do if you are? You just stay in it and hope.
If you're that close to the front, you don't want to do anything either.
Well, he's going to take it 3 wide right now. He's just going to say, well, I'm blinking. I'm going to the middle. Let's see how this pans out. He'll work his way through.
And there he goes. He made it past him. He made it work. And no help from behind either.
Yeah, he made that work.
With it.
Now this is going to be interesting. These guys are coming up on those straggling cars that were involved in that wreck. So how are they going to navigate this 3 wide pack through the corner with a slower car coming?
Yeah, exactly. This could be, oh.
And it's a tough job for those slower cars. Where do you
go? No, there we go. We got trouble. 1 car on the bottom.
As long as we come back onto the track, I imagine we'll stay green here.
Yeah, he's straightened out on the bottom, so we're going to be fine. We'll stay green. Park out front, hanging on.
Trying to form a single file line and catch this front pack while they're battling so hard. What are they, about 4 seconds back right now?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, roughly. But right now, and you think about this, and we talked about that caution not coming out earlier. How do you think that's going to play into the end with some of the guys that are back here in the back, kind of strung out and can't do anything?
It all depends. If they can stay formed up like this, then I mean they've got a shot. Oh, especially as long as that front pack just stays battling the way that they are. I mean, you've seen it plenty of times. You know, even in real life, you'll see so many different strategies. People hanging in the back and then just catching back up. And iRacing does a great job of simulating that.
Well, they're making a bit of a charge right now. They're lined up pretty well. There is Clark still leading. He's got Joseph on his back bumper. About 8 we've talked about a lot tonight. Steven, Greg, Corey Melton up here in the mix. We know those are strong race cars. As we come down to the end of this one, folks, with 8 laps to go this time by. But that's a long way, as we know, here in Alabama at the Talladega Superspeedway.
Yes, it is. 2.66 miles. That's a long ways to go for, especially in 50 seconds at a time.
Yeah, it takes you a little bit to get around here, and like you said, you're sitting here and you're like, okay, we're getting down to the end, near the end at least. So you got to start planning your moves out now. I don't think you can wait 7 or 6 more laps to make a plan.
Well, definitely not, especially with the size of this pack. You know how it's really thinned out. So they're going to have to be very strategic about going, and it's going to be hard to go somewhere in that outside line because those guys on the inside are going to be very hesitant to jump out and help those guys upstairs.
Yep, and unlike the Cup Series cars, these Xfinity Series cars, they don't have the drag. They don't punch near as big of a hole in the air, so you have to rely on the help, and if you don't get it, you're not going to make that run. So
that's what we're saying. That looks like the 48 and the 22 have hooked up, and they're making some ground there.
Yeah, they are, and they're doing a good job of it here. And this is going to be a great end of this race. I've just got that feeling that we're about to see a showdown. That outside lane is coming for the race lead. Oh boy, who's that up there? Corey Melton leading the top lane? I think.
Yes, it is.
Melton.
So it's the two teammates on the front, one on the bottom, one at the top there, Clark and Corey. Oh, no.
Oh, bananas.
Oh, there's the caution flag. Oh, man. And I
this
think Corey was out on Clark.
very interesting.
There is the yellow. We'll go back and take a look at it here. Yellow flies. Oh, well.
Oh, my goodness. And Clark again getting smashed and somehow keeping it straight.
Man, Clark got pounded. Keep that thing straight.
How many
Sure,
cars
he's got
have we
damage,
seen in
but-
the catch fence tonight?
Yeah.
We need, you know how the Chili Bowl has a flip counter? We need a catch fence counter.
Yes, we do.
Because we have torn up a ton of race cars here tonight. Because we're going to get them all called up here. Sorry about that. Went into fast forward mode for a moment. But we'll get them all called up. Corey Melton leads. He'll catch the pace car. Folks, we'll take a quick break to catch our breath, and we'll be back with the final 5 laps here tonight. Alrighty, folks, let's We're back here at Talladega. We're going to take you a ride through the field. So we're going to take a look at the top 15. Of course, out front right now, Corey Melton. Second right now is Clark Joseph third. And tell you what, Joseph's had a good run here tonight. Running third, Greg fourth. And Jeremy currently sits fifth in the 15 machine. You got Mike in sixth, Nicholas in seventh, Michael in eighth. Running ninth here right now, coming to 5 to go, is going to be Ryan Douglas. Hint, this restart will be Barrett Artie, Jake Anderson 12th, Patrick 13th, Ed Hutt 14th, Dave Gage back here in 15th. So what do you think, guys? That's your top 15 as they run.
Well, I'll tell you personally, I'd want to be the guy out front. You know, you can control more if you're out front than you can these guys in the second, third, fourth row back. But, you know, none of these guys are out of it yet.
Yeah, and that's the thing, as we come to 3 laps to go, it's going to be basically, for lack of better terms, a green, white, checkered finish here tonight.
Yep. This is about to get very interesting. Not that it hasn't been up to this point, but it's about to ramp up even more.
Yeah, it is. So all we can tell you up here in the booth is, well, wherever you're at, wherever you're watching, grab you a drink of whatever choice of drink you're drinking. Get ready, because we're about to put on a show over the next 3 laps here from Talladega, Alabama, the ASMR Burnt Rubber Podcast Series, and of course the Racing for Stacy All-Star event here from Talladega, Alabama. Getting ready to go back green to finish this one off.
And if you're one of these drivers right now, now's the time to pull those gloves tight, buckle up, hold on, take a big old swig of water or whatever you got next to you, and hold on tight, because you're going to go for a ride here, I guarantee it.
And for the update on the GoFundMe page, we are now at $1,525 update on the GoFundMe page as it is live here. Getting ready to go back green with 3 to go. So, Melton up front, Mark in second, Joseph in third. That's going to be a restart order here tonight.
Let's see if this outside line can get going this time.
We'll
only see it one time tonight.
Yeah.
And interesting that Corey, the leader, took the outside line.
Green.
Coordination between teammates here.
You know,
remember, there's no passing, there's no changing lanes before the start-finish line, so Corey had to stay up there until he crossed that line. And it looks like Clark maybe laid off just a little bit to let him down so they can work together and try to get a team win here.
Here we go with the organization up front. Teammates at the front of the field. Everybody falls in line behind them. Pretty organized right now, but I don't think it'll be that way in a lap and a half from now.
No, it's nice to make a plan, but I don't think anybody behind those two is going to go along with that plan.
Well, you know, I used to have this saying when I'd go on dates, it's nice to make a plan till you get slapped in the face. Well, it's the same thing here. You got to make the plan and hope. You got to make a plan and hope to not get slapped.
That 8 car is leaning on the 81 right now. Trying to get below him right here. Ooh, got him a little loose.
And there goes the 81. And he's going to get stuck in the middle here.
And what'd you say about throwing the plan out of the water?
Oh, trouble. Oh, they're going to be a yellow. No caution as of yet. We're going to stay with the leaders. And now yellow is out.
There's a caution. Oh. Got a guy flipping down the banking.
Somebody doing his best cartwheels impersonation over there. To see who it was. So let's bring out the scorecards, folks. All right, let's get the scorecards out here. And as he gets turned into the outside wall, I think that was Greg there in the 27, who goes cartwheeling across the racetrack. Oh, there's more smoke up in front of them. And okay, that's going to be 1 revolution. Oh, I'll give it so far a 1. Nice little rotation on the flip here. What do you guys think of my Olympic gold medal judging of flips here tonight? I'd give it a 5. That was a 5. What do you guys think?
I would give that one a 3 compared to some of the other ones that we've seen today. I've seen some guys do some about 15 rolls, so that was a good one. But we've seen a lot tonight. You know, the ones going to catch fence, those are the ones that I rate high.
Well,
Yeah, I agree with that. You get some air underneath it, about 15 foot of air.
Yeah.
Then we're talking.
Well,
There's a 10 right there. It doesn't matter how many times you flip. If you're 15 feet in the air, that's a 10.
Yeah,
exactly. Well, we're back under caution. While that was going on, new race leader up front, Corey Melton, in the 48 leads. Beautiful looking race car leading the pack right now. As we're back under caution with 3 laps to go here from Talladega, Alabama. Here once again. So everybody stacked back up, ready to go one more time in Alabama. So, it'll be 2 to go this time by, folks. And like we talked about, you can make a plan. Well, the plan for a lot of these guys is kind of falling apart. And you have to make a new one.
Yep. We got, we still have teammates up front. Yep. 88 or 48 and 81. Like we said last time, they had some, a little bit of, coordination going on with their restart, and it definitely helped them out for a little bit.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see if they're going to try to do something similar this time, and then all bets are off whenever they get to the white.
Well, and I'll point this out too. They're going to start in the same lane here, so that should help them on the restart.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Well, and they're in the same Discord too, so I'd imagine Corey's going to count down when he's going to go and get Clark right on his bumper to get him out to a pretty decent lead. But like you guys said, when they hit that white flag, yeah, there's no more teammates. I know both of those guys pretty well, and they're both very, very competitive. And they're not going to give one another a win.
And I believe both of them have a win on the BRP series this year, don't they?
I do believe so, yeah.
Win on the BRP series this year. And Melton, of course, who leads with that teammate of Clark that's going to line up behind him. I'm going to go with Clark. I think he's got the car to probably win this race if he times this right. Works with his teammate and then maybe pulls out and just blows on by him.
I'd like to throw this out there. I'm looking at the point standings after the first 10 races this year. We have the number 81 of Clark Ginnikin. He has 2 wins on the year, 9 top 10s, 8 top 5s, and he is 122 points ahead of second place at the moment.
Dominance is what that's called.
Yeah, through 10 races, that's a big gap.
Yeah, it is. I'll tell you what, when we head off to Charlotte next week to get back on regular schedule, Clark looking to extend that lead when he goes to Charlotte next week as well.
Well, and the number that stood out to me wasn't the 2 wins. It was the 8 top 5s that he's got in 10 races. That's just ridiculous.
Yeah. And I think Nick in line is actually his teammate in the 48, Corey Melton. He has 5 top 5s on the year, and that is second in the entire league.
Wow.
Tied
for second with Derek Paulson.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? You look at the league as a whole as we again start to look forward to next week and getting back on your regular schedule and everything else. Points wise, we're only going to have about 16 weeks left when we get this thing back going.
Yep, and I forget the race at the playoffs start. But
they head off to. We got to go back to the playoff starts in Richmond, Virginia, on April the 7th.
Hey, coming into your neck of the woods.
Hey, exactly right. Hey, maybe we can all get together after the race and have a drink.
Let's do it.
Of course, next week, February the 10th, we head off to Charlotte Motor Speedway. That is going to be 100 laps there. Then we'll head over to Dover and we'll round out the month of February at Martinsville, Virginia. Again, in my neck of the woods up in Martinsville for 100 laps as well. Scheduled 100, maybe more than that, not sure. So,
Later this season, though.
For sure. And you take a look at the cutoff races, man. March the 24th, we go to Watkins Glen. March the 31st, cutoff race for the chase at Daytona. So practice here, even though it's the All-Star race and racing for Stacy, you got to think some of these guys are practicing their moves for that cutoff race in Daytona Beach later this year.
Oh, yeah, that's a fact.
Well, and with this big of a field, this is going to give you the best time to practice, especially.
Oh, hang on. But of course, you know, we started the year out at Daytona. With Samuel getting a win in the Zombie Inc. 175 way back at Daytona to start the year. So we'll see who adds their list of winners here at Talladega in the Super Speedways as we're coming back to green now.
And one more time, the top line did not get going at all. I'm sure, like Jesse said, as we were getting ready to line back up, they were in that Discord chat. I'm sure they were probably trying to plan a little something out, and it definitely worked.
They just got to be too careful not to get too far out. These guys are going to have a big run.
Oh, there's the block, and it's not going to work. Corey tried to pull a block, and it didn't really work the way he wanted. He did stall that 92 out a little bit. Is it going to draw even now through 3 and 4? Flagman's going to have the white flag in the air. Here we go. Out of turn number 4 down the tri-oval once again. White flag in the air this time by from the flagman. 1 to go out front is going to be Corey Melton. He did a great job holding on to the race lead so far.
Yeah, that's a shocker right there. They got out to such a huge lead, had a run coming, and somehow kept it.
Well, right now we're going to head down the back straightaway. Half a lap to go in Alabama. Look at the moves up front starting to be made. Corey up front. Clark goes around. Corey hanging on.
Can he keep it going here?
He's got to have to block.
8 behind him.
Wow.
It's going to be a 2-horse race, I think. These guys are kind of stacked up behind him. Corey Melton out front out of turn 4. Checkered flag to wave this time, but he's got to make that car wide. He goes to the bottom. He blinks out. Hey, where's he at? We can't tell.
It's going to be a photo finish.
Oh, no, we're all wrecking, and checkered flag, give it to Corey Melton.
We have Corey Melton.
Wow.
What
a race. Wow.
Corey Melton was literally blinking in and out as they come through the tri-oval. Look at this finish. Corey is blinking in and out, and he gets turned and slides sideways across the start-finish line as calamity occurs behind him. But officially, Corey Melton wins the Racing for Stacy All-Star Race here in Talladega, Alabama. Congratulations to Corey Melton.
Boys, have you ever?
No, I've never.
Wow. What a finish. What a race.
What a race, yeah. What a race.
I know there was a lot of cautions tonight. I knew with it being, probably 4 or 5 leagues that join hands for this race, there'd be some problems.
Well, guys, I'm in trouble with Kim, the girlfriend, because we forgot something. Not only did he win the race, he won the Pretty Car Award, if we remember earlier on in the night.
We're all in trouble.
I don't know which one is more important, the Pretty Car Award or the race.
I know
both.
what it is for Corey. It's definitely the race.
Oh, man, what a night that this is going to turn into. And we'll get a word with Corey here in just a moment when everybody gets their cars shut down and see if we can get him in here to TeamSpeak maybe, or Discord maybe, possibly. Guys, it's been a lot of fun having you guys up in the booth here tonight.
And thanks again for having us. I've had an absolute blast.
Yeah, this has been so much fun. I just appreciate you let me join here tonight. and it was the most fun I've had in a long time. A lot less stressful than driving the cars, I can tell you that.
Oh, I believe that.
As he slows down, I'm not sure how long we got in Discord. We're gonna wait and see. He'll go do his burnouts down past the start-finish line. Here from Alabama. Again, great run there for Corey Melton, grabbing the win here tonight. And we take the checkered flag with a grand total of $1,525 on the GoFundMe page.
That's awesome. I love seeing, what was that, 3 cars right there doing a burnout?
And 5 out there doing a burnout too. Get you some, Brian.
Let's see if we can get a camera on that 5 as soon as we can here. And daggone it.
Brian,
Facebook going off.
Man, that's great to see. I know he ended up with a wrecked car, ran out of fast repairs pretty early, but I'm glad to see him still out there enjoying his time. It looks like these guys just had a blast tonight. I mean, they're still burning those tires down.
It looks like we got Corey in our Discord here. If you guys want to try to pull him down.
All right, let me see if I can grab Corey down here and get a word with him. Where'd he go? He disappeared on me. You see him?
Yeah, he's 48-7 time.
There he is. We got him. He disappeared on me. Corey Mountain, Matt up in the booth along with Jess and everybody here. How you doing, man?
Woo! I am fantastic, man. That was awesome.
Well, beautiful sight, you up there with that 5 machine, and great win here. What a night it was, buddy.
Yes, sir. I mean, holy moly. I don't know. I mean, wow. I got to say, I usually don't have high expectations at play races, especially for myself, but there are no points on the line. This was for a good cause. I'm like, I'm going all out and seeing what I can do.
Well, you did a great job here, and you got it done. Talk about that last few laps there. Your teammate gets spun around. You're on your own.
Yeah. Once we had started, and he was in my ear saying, "We got way too good of a run. They are going to blow by us." I was like, "No, they're not, because I'm going to go up there and take the hit and hopefully hold on to it." And so that I did that once, and then I think going into 3 maybe is when Clark got wrecked. And after that, I'm like, if I see somebody with a run, I'm moving up or moving down until they either wreck me or I make it to the checkered flag.
Well, and you guys did both at the same time, so congratulations. I mean, that looked like a whale of a race from where we were sitting. Tell us what it was like sitting in the driver's seat.
Buddy, I don't even know if I can, honestly. I mean, it was so exciting. The adrenaline in those last 2 laps was ridiculous for being a sim. You know, you just get so submerged into the feelings of it, and to know everybody's gunning for you, and the draft was ridiculous here. It was, I mean, every lap that we were green, I know there was a lot of cautions, but every green flag lap was intense. So it was a blast.
Yeah, and I've got to ask, being the fact that this was put on by ASMR and we got so many people from all sorts of leagues, we had a total of 37 people tonight. How does it feel to still be out there representing ASMR, Brian and Stacy, and be able to pull this out, you know, for the league that put this on as your full-time racer with them?
It's a good question. It felt great. I got to say, Overstreet gave a hell of a speech to start the race. I'm not usually emotional on the sad side of things, but that one got me feeling pretty good in the feels, is what I guess what they say. But it feels good, man. You know, I've been on a hot streak. I won 4 of the last 5 truck races, and now I win an Xfinity Dega race. So I'm wondering if that 48's got a magic number. You know what I mean?
I mean, you're not wrong there.
Yeah. So yeah, it feels good. It's great to represent the league, and we'll be praying for Brian and his family.
10-4. Well, I tell you what, it was fun on my behalf. I just kind of let you guys take over there. Great job with the interviews, guys.
Hey, thank you.
But man, congrats, Corey. Good run here tonight, man.
Thank you, sir. It was a lot of fun. Glad I got it done. You guys, I'm sure my teammate Brighton's pretty excited. He thought he was going to get the win, but I guess something happened I couldn't see going to the checkered where he lost. Like I think he got wrecked or something coming to the checkered. It was crazy.
Everybody got wrecked coming to the checkered, buddy.
Oh man! So it
literally
looked like
everybody. So
it
was
looked
awesome to watch.
I was gonna say, I bet it might have been just as much fun on TV then.
Oh, it was more fun, I promise you.
It's good talking to you, brother. You guys have a good one.
All right.
Yeah,
See you there, Corey.
congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. Well, Patrick is requesting to be interviewed, so let's get him down here right quick.
And we've also got Brian up there if we want to get him in after Patrick.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's do Brian and then Patrick.
Okay.
Let's do it this way. Hey, Brian, man, it's Matt up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I'm with you, man.
Alrighty, man. Well, I was hoping to see that number 5 have a little bit better luck tonight. You just got caught up in some incidents. But a great fun night overall, man. I hope you had fun out there. I sincerely do.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, everybody from every league, everyone that was there. Definitely was a surprise. I'm very mellow. I usually don't look for the glory or anything, and it was definitely a surprise for me and Stace, and just amazing.
Well, I tell you what, it was. I had fun calling this race and everything around it, the circumstances around it, and what we were trying to accomplish here. I just want you to know personally from me here that if you need anything, just reach out to me on Facebook, brother. Anything at all, just give me a holler.
Yeah, we appreciate it, man. You know, we went through it 3 years ago and we kicked its ass, and it decided it wanted round 2. So we're gonna do it again, and and it's a long road. Definitely a little different than last time, but we're gonna beat it. We're gonna beat it twice, and that's the way it's just gonna be. There's no option in that.
And
That's
for
right. Right. Well, tell us about the intensity of the race down there, man. It looked super intense from the booth up here, and just tell us a little bit about what it was like in the driver's seat. Did it feel that intense to you guys?
Yeah, a little bit. I know there was some, we had some wiggling, and I made it through a couple wrecks there. What really did me in was a big mistake on my part. I unchecked the quick repair, and I thought I had it checked. So yeah, that's what kind of got me at the end. But
oh man,
I was still talking to the guys and everything, but at the end there, especially, I had a brand new car, and I told Overstreet, I told all the guys, I said, I got a new car. If we're going to the front, I'm helping you. Let's go. And that's what we did.
Yeah, Brian. Man, it was awesome to see. After the checkered flag flies, seeing you out there cutting donuts with the rest of the guys, it just showed the magnitude, how much this meant to everyone. Like we had the 48 in here with us, and he was going nuts about this, and the entire race, I think all of us in the booth were at a loss for words. And I just want to say real quick, we are here for you, and I hope this little bit helps you and your wife, get started on this this tough road in front of you. But I know y'all are both fighters, and I know you both keep on pushing as hard as you can. So with that said, I mean, it's not really much of a question, but I hope you had fun tonight, and I hope you continue to have fun with these ASMR guys. It's been fun working with all of them, and leading up to this, especially, it's been an honor to work with these guys.
Yeah, I mean, it was great. It was fun to get down there and bounce it around and spin it around a couple times. I did blow it up, and the wife did yell at me for blowing it up. So she doesn't realize I can hit a button and get a new one, but she's like, "You broke my car." So, but no, seeing her name on all the cars, just seeing all the pink everywhere, and she was watching too on the broadcast. So. My son's out at college. We sent the link to him. He was watching too. He even messaged back. So, like I said, didn't expect it. Like I said, we're pretty mellow people, but amazing, just absolutely amazing. And I don't know what else to say. I mean, it's just I don't know what else to say before I start crying again.
Well, we're glad you had fun. We're all here for you. We'll be praying for you guys, praying for her upcoming appointments, and we know she's strong. She's beat it once, and have no doubt she'll do it again, man. So glad you had fun. Glad you could make it. Part of it.
Yeah, definitely. But I tell you what, that paint scheme, every time you see it, I'm going to be there, and she's going to be watching because. If I can make it, that means everything's going well. If you don't see the car, then maybe we have a bad week. But other than that car is going to be here for the rest of the week or rest of the season, if not further. We'll have to see.
Yeah, for sure.
All righty. And Brian, great job, great run. Even though you did tear up the car, dude, it was a great night overall, man.
Oh, I was going to tear it up no matter what. I told Overstreet and a bunch of the guys on my team, I said, listen, I'm either going to win it or I'm going to be upside down. So either way, it was going to happen. So.
And man, well, again, Brian, have a great night, man. And congratulations on a smooth run, even though it didn't end the way you wanted it. But hey, good night overall, and we'll holler at you later, my friend.
Yep. Like I said, I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody that came out and all the leagues, everything, Sunday Night League. Overstreet, all those guys. I can't say anything. I got no more words. So, but yeah, I appreciate it. Good job. I appreciate what you guys do as well.
Thank you, man. We'll see you next week, buddy.
Thank you, Brian.
Definitely. 10-4.
All right. Let's get Patrick down here and see. Hey, Mr. Patrick, Matt up here in the booth along with everybody. You got me?
Yeah, I got a copy.
Yeah, we got you.
Hey, guys, it's so great to have you guys do this. This was awesome. I had a blast.
Well, we had fun up here. I think me and Jess and everybody up here, we just kind of was joking around and had a great time. We've discovered there's a difference between a white and pink car and a pink and white car. What else have we determined tonight?
To call this how many cars that we had pink today. I know my teammate was running a nice orange Stand Up for Cancer car. I was running a pretty special scheme for myself, actually. The ribbons on the side of that car, they're supporters, they're lost loved ones, they're survivors of various cancers, and I just wanted to get on here and say, hey, Brian and Stacy, everything that we earned off of this car tonight, which is over $200, is going to the fund. So it was great having you guys, in the league. Absolute blast. One of the best, nicest guys in the league. And for us to be able to do anything to assist is huge.
What 10-4, man, and it was fun on our behalf as well. I'm pretty certain that all three of us had a blast.
And Coro, you can let the guys know. I don't know if anybody's given an update between your car and the GoFundMe that we've been sharing. We're at over $1,700 raised so far. So if you can go back into the driver chat, let them know.
Yeah, actually, we had actually just updated right before you guys came for the interview because, man, this has just been exciting. It was so hard to keep this one quiet because we were just getting so much momentum out of this. It's fantastic.
Yeah, 37 drivers tonight in less than a week of planning.
Yeah, coming from I think 4 different groups, 4 different leagues and some friends of. I mean, it's incredible getting all these people together, all for one cause, just for just for fun here on a Wednesday night.
Absolutely.
I do want to give a quick shout out. My uncle Johnny. He had his last treatment. He's been going through cancer as well. He had his last treatment yesterday, and his last I heard, he is currently cancer free. So, another survivor to add to the list.
That's awesome.
Absolutely not a problem. Thank you guys for putting on a heck of a show there up in the booth and calling the field of pink today.
Yeah, thanks for having us, man. It was a blast.
Yeah, thank you so much for having us up here with you.